All right. Joining me now, the great Jonathan Turley, constitutional attorney for George Washington University law professor, Fox News contributor. Jonathan, you're a busy chap. I was on vacation last week, but I watched your every word, and it was very, very helpful. Talk to me a bit, if you would. Lend us some of your great wisdom regarding this Hunter Biden trial, because these gun charges look to me to be quite serious.
Well, there is no real defense here. The Hunter Biden defense team has been going through a number of options. Some of those were destroyed by Hunter Biden himself. For a while, they were saying that they would argue that he had this brief moment of sobriety, but then Hunter Biden came in and reaffirmed that he was using drugs throughout this period. So now they're going to try the mysterious check mark and the possibility that someone else did it. That's not a very convincing defense, obviously, but that may not be the purpose here. You know, this case is beginning to look like a jury nullification strategy. This is the home city of President Biden. He won this city overwhelmingly. So the jury pool here is the mirror image of Manhattan for the defendant, where here it's a great jury pool for the defendant. And they may be hoping that it will take little to get a hung jury, maybe even to get a jury to nullify the evidence and the crimes in this case.
So, Jonathan, on that point, Judge Noreika is, however, a Trump appointee. This differs greatly from the situation in New York City.
It does. She's a very good judge. I was very critical ultimately of the judge in Manhattan, but she is not a finder of fact. That jury will make the determination of guilt. She will instruct the jury on the law. She has ruled for both sides, unlike the Manhattan case, where almost all the rulings seem to go for the prosecution. She has ruled against and for both sides on various issues. But the question is going to be the jury itself, whether the case will bring some sympathy. When asked, virtually everyone on this jury said they knew someone who had struggled with drugs. And whether, you know, having Jill Biden in the room and this being the favorite son of Wilmington, in the case of the president, and this is the son of the favorite son, whether that will have a gravitational pull on the jury.
One of the interesting angles to this is Hunter Biden's computer will be used in this trial. This is, of course, they have attempted to discredit it. The FBI had it for a year before it surfaced. When it did surface, 50-some-odd intelligence agents said it was a Russian disinformation pledge. Now Secretary of State Anthony Blinken was the guy who put that group together. Turns out they were all lying, too. This is pure Hunter Biden. What's this computer story? How do you read that? How's this going to impact the trial?
Well, there's a lot of damaging stuff on that computer. Obviously, there's going to be some very salacious aspects. Now, the judge in this case ruled for the defense and kept out some of that. I think she was right that some of it's prejudicial. She essentially issued the ruling that the Manhattan judge should have issued. Yeah. Instead, you had Merchan letting in all this stuff with Stormy Daniels. She's been much, much more responsible and said, I'm not going to just have everything come in willy-nilly. You got to show some materiality here. But it's going to be damning. It's going to obviously go into his addiction. I would not be surprised if he took the stand. You know, usually defense attorneys do not want their clients on the stand with a computer like this, with these records and all that's on them. The assumption is he won't take the stand. But if you're trying to get a hung jury or even jury nullification, it helps to go on the stand for that jury to hear from you. Otherwise, it can alienate the jury.
And Jonathan, in September, you've got a tax evasion case for Hunter Biden. I presume that's going to be a trial as well. And somewhere in between now and September, Hunter Biden still owes his ex-wife about $3 million in unpaid alimony. I just thought I'd get your take on that.
Well, keep in mind that tax case is in another great jury pool for Hunter Biden. It's in L.A. So, again, it's sort of the inverse of Manhattan. They're starting from a very positive jury pool right before an election. So the dynamics are a bit different here. Obviously, this guy is a train wreck. He has been for a long time. I take no pleasure out of his facing these criminal trials. Most of us are sympathetic with what he's gone through with the drug addiction. But that also leads to this question of why he's not pleading guilty in Delaware. If he pled guilty in Delaware, it would make jail time even less likely. And that leads me to, again, wonder whether they're hoping for a hung jury or a nullification jury.
Last one, Jonathan, and you're always so great. You wrote a good piece. I read it in The Hill. There are a number of reasons to believe that the Trump appeal in the Alvin Bragg case will be successful. You still think that?
I do. Look, very few of us outside Manhattan have a lot of faith in the New York legal system right now. And the former president may have some rough sledding on the first level of appeal. But after that, I think that some of these glaring errors will become more pronounced for judges. I think eventually it will go in front of the Supreme Court. In my view, it would be impossible to sustain this verdict. I mean, there are so many problems, so many errors that were committed by Judge Merchan. But we may have to wait a bit. It's likely to occur after the election, which is what many people in Manhattan were hoping for.
You know, Jonathan, I just have to say, I mean, you're a brilliant lawyer. I'm not an attorney at all. I'm an economics guy and have been my whole career for 50 years. But I will say this. I mentioned this in my riff. You know, there are important Trump-appointed judges, Noreka being one of them, Eileen Cannon down in South Florida, who has strictly adhered to the law and slowed process down. I just think, Jonathan, if you get some changes at the top of the pyramid, by which I mean our government and White House and Justice Department and so forth, I still think the American judicial system, as injured as it has become in recent years, and this Bragg case was a confidence killer. Nonetheless, Jonathan, at least I want to believe that the system is still the greatest in the world, and better leadership will restore it and restore confidence to it. What you think about that, my friend?
You know, I am always an optimist. I was an optimist in Manhattan that the jury would do the right thing. I don't blame them for what they were told, what they heard. But I believe in this legal system. A great legal system doesn't guarantee that mistakes don't occur.
Yep.
It doesn't even guarantee that political prosecutions don't occur. But it does show a record that we've had for centuries, that it has the ability to correct those errors. And I still have faith in the system.
Yeah, I do too, my friend. I don't want folks to just jump off the cliff. You're right. There are always some rotten apples, but I like your optimism, and I agree with it. Jonathan Turley, fabulous as always. Thank you, sir.
Thank you, Larry.
You bet.